this is Mrs. Archer with your Wildcat Wire News. Today is Friday, October 30th, 2020. Today is an A Day. Be sure that you attend all your A Day Encore classes. This Saturday is also daylight savings time. That means that on Saturday night, you should turn your clocks back 1 hour, extra hour of sleep. Cheers for that extra hour. This means that the sun will set earlier and be lighter when you wake up, so make sure you change your clocks. Please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I would like to wish a very happy birthday to Logan S., as well as Michaela P., David L., and Jason R., Julian D., and Matthew K., who will be celebrating over the weekend. The weather today is generally sunny with a high of 50 degrees. Tomorrow is mostly sunny and a high of 55. So if you choose to celebrate Halloween, enjoy the lovely weather. Now on to Mrs. Archer's thoughts from the bike. This week, my thought from the bike was kind of given to me by one of the instructors who was wearing a t-shirt that said vote. So this week we have on Tuesday, Election Day is a very important election day. I'm wearing my Election Day shirt that says a woman's place is in the House, the Senate, and in the Oval Office. So so here's my thought. So I've been thinking a lot about, and I've been seeing a lot on Instagram, a lot of the people that I follow are talking a lot about voting plans and getting out there and encouraging people to vote. And my brother always teases me that it's my life's goal to be an influencer on Instagram, which when you only have 100 and some odd followers is kind of very hard. So I want to do my part in encouraging you to encourage the people that you know and love to get out there and vote. And the way that I want you to do that is I want you to go find 3 adults that you know who are eligible to vote, and just simply ask them what is their voting plan. You don't really need to ask them who they're voting for. That's not what the purpose is. The important part is to get out there and vote. And the reason why I bring this up is that 2020 marks the 100th anniversary of women's right to vote. And you know, I was thinking, I'm like, what are some other things that are around that are 100 years old? So I Googled it, of course, and I came up with, there was a few things, and some things you might be interested to know that's been around for 100 years. One is Band-Aids. You know, little things when you get a cut. The NFL, traffic signals, Haribo gummy bears were invented 100 years ago, and Rubbermaid containers, you know, the stuff that you store stuff in, those were also invented 100 years ago. Women have not had the right to vote for a very long time. 100 years is not that long if you think about it. So I want you all to get out there and encourage the people that you know and love to vote on Tuesday. It's so important to have our vote heard, especially women who fought so very hard. I want you to look up the word suffragette and tell me what that is. We're going to have that question in the Google chat. And then on Monday, I'm going to be asking you, who were the people that you asked about their voting plan, and what is their voting plan? Statistics show that when you ask someone what their voting plan is, if they weren't planning to vote, it kind of makes them think about it more. So please get out there and encourage those people, because I'm going to tell you, some of you are 14 years old. In 4 short years, you are going to be eligible to vote yourself. And I can't tell you how important that is. When I had my little ones, my son is going to be 21, and this is actually his first presidential election that he's voting in. And I couldn't be more proud as his mom that he's out there voting. When I voted, I always took my boys with me because I think that is such an important part of our democracy. So please, please, please encourage those people that you know and love to get out there and vote. Again, it doesn't matter who they're voting for. It matters that our voices are heard. So that being said, last week we talked about excuses, so don't accept excuses when people say they're not going to vote. All right, so I want to read some of the things that people said. Some of you students had some really great thoughts. Valeria R. in 7th grade said, a time I put in a lot of work and effort when it was my last gymnastics meet that would help me get qualified for nationals. After the meet was over, I went home and kept thinking if I did my best to get qualified. Then the next week, I went to my gymnastics practice to see who qualified. My coach said my name, and I was so happy that I had put in all that effort. So congratulations. Daniel N. from 7th grade said, I played football for 5 years, and I really struggled when I was beginning. I never gave up. I became the person for all examples for the new kids, and they all look up to me. And that is such a great thing and a great feeling. So congratulations, Daniel. Brianna M. in 8th grade said, in 6th grade, I heard the announcements say that Hairspray was the new musical, and I loved Hairspray, so I tried out, and I actually tried really hard and got a great role, and I found my passion and talent. And isn't that really what it's all, middle school really is about, too? Finding those new ideas and opportunities and clubs and things like that, and I'm so happy for you, Brianna, that you found that. Hopefully we'll have another musical in your 8th grade year. Ida L. said, one time I put hours into hours in an art piece. It was very fun, and I was glad that I did it because I was super happy with the result. The piece took most of the night and a lot of researching references, but it was really worth it. So congratulations, and thank you all to your choices. I read them all. I'm sorry, not your choices, your responses. I read them all, and they're very inspiring to me that you take the time to answer those. So thank you, and keep doing that. Speaking of answers, so we have our winners for if you could only have one fast food place for the rest of your life, what would it be? Jude B. in 7th grade said Culver's, and then Naya V. said Jewel. And I know, she said, I know technically it's not fast food, but their potato wedges are pretty good, and the chicken. So I will be coming to your house with gift cards for you for those 2 places. The next thing we have today is our Student of the Month winners for October. So be on the lookout. Some of your teachers might be bringing you your certificates, or me, Mrs. Kobliska, Mr. Lubing, or Mr. Evans might be coming to your house today with your certificate and prizes. So congratulations to the following students: Jalissa G. in 7th grade, Antonella V. in 7th grade, Daniel N. in 7th grade, Heidi B. in 6th grade, Regina R. in 6th grade, Elise P. in 6th grade, Christian G. in 6th grade, Lilia M. in 8th grade, Diego C. in 8th grade, Mark Trey B. in 7th grade, Caroline L. in 7th grade, Jacob M. in 7th grade, Addison G. in 6th grade, Anaya E. in 6th grade, Christian E. in 6th grade, Julian H. in 6th grade, Sophia G. in 6th grade, Stella H. in 7th grade, and Michaela P. in 8th grade. Congratulations to all of the winners. All right, I added another little section here on our Mrs. Archer's Wheel of Fun, so let's see what we got this week. What's in your bag? So this was what's in your bag for lunch. So I bring my lunch bag to school every day. Today what's in my lunch bag are 2 bananas, a little thing of like cheese and nuts, some pumpkin seeds, and oyster crackers. Mrs. Archer loves oyster crackers. I just cannot put them down ever. They are my favorite snack. So tell me, what's in your lunch bag today? Have a great weekend. Wildcats, see ya on Monday.